The world holds records of pandemics that are worse than corona. Outlining them, the year 1998 had about 100 million people killed by a Spanish flu pandemic. It was believed to have been spread by rats and fleas and affected people who lacked immune system problems. Sneezing, coughing, fatigue were one of the list of the symptoms. Afterwards, people affected by these diseases developed nasty fever and their lungs filled with fluid. Eventually, their skin turned blue. Largest Ebola pandemic ranged between the year 2014 to 2016. This disease killed many people in West Africa. Democratic Republic of Congo is fighting the second largest Ebola pandemic in the world. It has led to many deaths since its outbreak of August 2018. Though no proven treatment has been on record, experimental vaccines have helped control the virus in Guinea and Democratic Republic of Congo. On 30th of January 1962, a laughter epidemic occurred at a girls' boarding school in Kashasha. It first started with 3 girls, but eventually spread to those aged 12 to 18. They were unable to concentrate on lessons, though the teaching staff were unaffected, and this led to the closure of the school. The pandemic further spread to villages and nearby schools. This lasted for 18 months and finally died off. Viral hepatitis increased by 22% from the year 2000 to 2015. A maximum of 1.34 million deaths in the world were recorded in 2015. Of the 5 types of hepatitis, B and C were responsible for all hepatitis-related deaths. An approximate of 325 million people in the world have this viral disease, and yet hepatitis C records 1.75 million infections each year. About 35 million people have died from HIV and AIDS since the year 1981. 2014 recorded 36.9 million people positive worldwide. Though HIV infections have reached the peak in 1997 with 3.3 million patients, South Africa records largest HIV pandemic. It has more than 7 million people living with the illness. COVID-19 appeared in China late 2019. Its symptoms of high fever, subsequent pneumonia, and coughing affected the whole world. The fact that novel corona has a mortality of 3.4% and spread like wildfire, its outbreak has not yet been classified as a pandemic.
As the first one to be reported in Kenya since the beginning of the outbreak in China.
Its outbreak has not yet been classified as a pandemic, but there's fear the number of infections is severely underreported. Gloria Mutua, Twisters, documentaries.